1 billion consumers, 53 languages, 2,000, at least 53 countries, 2,000 languages. And how many of you knew this? The 10 countries account for over 80% of the consumption in Africa. We're the world's fastest growing population. 40% of the global population, we will have 40% of the global population, Africa will have 40% of the global population by 2020. We're the world's youngest population. 50% are less than 20 years of age. And those aged 16 to 34 years account for 53% of income. 40% of Africans live in cities. Africa is more urbanized than China and India. How many of you knew that? Except when you go to Mumbai, you can hardly believe it. By 2016, there will be 500 million residents in urban environments, right? That's kind of, what are the implications of that? What are the issues about that? What does that, what does that mean for businesses? How do you plan for that? How do you scale for that, right? Discretionary income, obviously it's growing from 85 million households to 130 million today, right? So everybody looks at what's discretionary income, ability to spend. So big shift from fragmented, informal retailing to formal shopping environments. I mean, South Africa already has that, but the rest of Africa is still going there, right? So expansion by ShopRite, Massmart, Woolworths, you guys know all about this. Mobile and digital media are big influences of buying and word-of-mouth referrals. So I'm going to give you some other facts and stats on penetration and stuff like that, but 50% of Africans say they rely on friends and family for validation. This is based on a study that was done by the McKinsey African Center for Research, and they surveyed the consumers in those 10 countries that we reference account for most of the consumption. Mobile and digital media penetration, 65 million mobile, well 695 million mobile phone subscribers, 167 million internet connections, which is only 15% of the population. That's why this whole sea cable thing is going to be quite fiber optic around the continent, and it's going to be such a big deal. And then 51 million Facebook members. That's the population of South Africa, right? So urban Africans have modern, sophisticated tastes. So I guess this is apparent here. Consumers, and we've got I pulled some data points here that you could take a look at. And this study was really focused a lot on grocery, clothing, fashion, and so on. But quality and brand matter. So does value and deals. So even though they're looking for quality brands, they're also looking for deals. So these are things that I think are all important.